Hey, how's it going, everyone? Scartafist here, coming at you with another monthly update, this time for February. It's going to be the second one ever since we started in January. I thought I'd give you guys just a little bit more insight as to, for at least this one, what's going on in life currently. So I'm about 3 months out from graduation, and every day that goes by, I get more and more anxious and excited. It's just this kind of feeling of uncertainty but joy that you have because for me, many of you probably know that I'm kind of burnt out from school and I'm ready to kind of get to the next stage of my life, which is probably just get a good job, not even a good job, get a job itself and feed myself and be on my own, not have to worry about readings, assignments, right? I'm really psyched for that part, but at the same time, I'm also anxious in that it's the same feeling that I had when I graduated high school and I was coming to university. I'm, going to experience a transition, and there's going to be a lot of unknown variables that I cannot take into account, but I got to be ready to deal with, right? So for this job hunt, I've been working really, 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 really hard. Like I've dedicated most of my time that I would spend editing, even doing schoolwork for, example, on preparing a video that demonstrates my best work. My best abilities. And for those of you who have been wondering or probably already know, the job that I'm applying for is a content creation position or anything towards videography or yeah, essentially. They call it content creator. It's basically videography, scriptwriter, whatever you want to call it. Well, basically what I'm doing right now on YouTube, but I'm employed in a team, so I handle aspects of that. And in order for me, well, I think at least the best way to secure this position is to create something of my own and show it to them, to let them know, listen, I'm serious about this. This is what I can do. I can meet your standards, yada, yada, yada. I've applied to several companies, right? But there's only really one position that I would truly, truly like to get. But it's like, you got to take what you can get. So as long as anyone gives me like this content creation position, I'll probably I'll probably take it, right? But for me, I have my hopes high for this one company that I really, really want to work at. And yeah, I've just been spending a lot of my time doing the appropriate research, consulting with a couple of my friends who have enlisted their help for this video. It's been a pretty interesting process because I've never the quality of this video, it's set to release in 2 weeks time. We have finished everything from pre-production and we are everything in pre-production stage, and we're just getting ready to begin filming. We have midterms probably the next 2 weeks or so. So yeah, in about a week and a half, we're gonna take about some time to film. I've gone through like a talk through, whatever you want to call it. Like I've actually read the script and like pretended to actually do the video shoot. It's looking at around 7 to 8 minutes, so it's at my ideal time. I didn't want this video to be too long. I wanted it to be informative and I wanted it to be high production quality. So when I say this is my best work that I've done, I'm being quite serious. I learned After Effects for this shit, guys. Like I was like searching up all these YouTube tutorials, and I think I'm going to be in a good spot. Let's just say that. Now, this will also release on my channel as well. And hopefully you guys enjoy it too. But yeah, that's what's been going on in terms of the job hunt side. Now, in terms of, and I wanted to talk more about this last time, but I didn't get the opportunity to. But in terms of content for this channel moving forward, I recognize that we may have hit a little bit of a stagnation point, which is extremely normal a lot of the time. This is just because, as the audience grows, the flavors of the games that people desire are going to diverge. So basically, some people don't want to see Freeman anymore, which is fine. For those of you who do, don't worry, Freeman is still going on. It's just, and same thing with Legionary's Life. I'm just not pumping out as many episodes because I've been focusing so hard on making sure I get that video for the job app right? And then I remember that series of This War of Mine I promised, that is actually going to be coming out this week. Now, some of you are actually wondering what happened with that series, and I'm here to tell you that when I downloaded that footage, I was extremely unhappy with the quality that I got. I was not happy. You guys ever you ever do an assignment or whatever, or art project, whatever you want to call it, and you look at it and it's like, this is complete garbage. I feel like absolute shit having done this. Well, that was basically me, and I spent about 5 days contemplating, and I was really distracted by this because I had never like really recorded anything I thought that was that terrible at the time. So, I spent about 5 days contemplating, do I really want to publish this? Is it something that I'm going to be okay with publishing? Because, at the time I just wasn't. And I came to, there were times where I just thought delete the whole thing, re-record the whole series. But then I thought to myself, with what time? I don't have the time to do that. Like straight up, I don't have the time to dedicate an hour, 2 hours to re-recording, this war of mine. So I sat on the idea for a little bit, and I came to kind of like a compromise in that this war of mine is going to be like I'm gonna voice over certain parts of the playthrough to like it's gonna be kind of like a guide slash episode, if that makes any sense. So you're gonna see gameplay, but I'm gonna be talking and giving like actual tips and shit. It's probably gonna be 5 minutes long per episode. So each episode will be, well, sorry, 5 to 10 minutes long. So each episode is going to be a group, like a start. So it's basically going to be one season. So initially I intended to like put the whole playthrough on, and one season would be a select number of survivors. Like for example, Marco, Bruno, and Pavel, right? That was going to be like one season. Instead, what I did was I changed the format to basically make one episode is going to be for one set of survivors only. And I'm going to go over it like in some detail, how to succeed the early game and how to also succeed the late game. And the thing is, I honestly see this being better for format because I understand that, Let's Play content in general can get a little bit boring and repetitive. And that's especially the case with this war of mine. Because, the way it's structured, at least games like that, you really just have to win the early game. And you're pretty much set as long as you manage your survivors' needs. Like, you don't really have to worry so much about the late game unless you do a major fuck up. And you'll see, like, in some of my playthroughs, I fuck up majorly towards, past day 10 or whatever you want to call it. And I still managed to make it out. Albeit it isn't like it's by the skin of our teeth sometimes, in one season in particular, or one episode in particular. But, you still make it out. But yeah, I think this is going to be better for this war of mine. I do apologize for the delay on that. And yeah, so that's kind of all I got for you guys today. Yeah, still, working on the school, trying to get shit done, focusing on that job app. And stream-wise, I'm still doing that consistently. And that schedule may or may not change when I get that job. A lot of my future hinges on whether or not I get this position. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.